What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be doing like a crypto market watch. We'll be going through a good few cryptos today. So I think we'll go through Quant, Bitcoin, Hbar, ELROND, Bepro. I've written it down in my diary basically because yeah, those are obviously cryptos that we covered on the channel before, but haven't done, well, I've done Hbar in the last few days, but I haven't done ELROND and Bepro, and I know that a lot of you obviously want to see those cryptos, so we'll get into that shortly. So we'll just wait. Okay, so we do have some viewers. Hello to you guys. Of course, if you're a new viewer, please like, subscribe and comment. Over 50% of you, of course, not subscribed, so make sure to do so. And yeah, obviously if you got any chart requests, you can put them in the top chat, the live chat, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, if you want it to come up in the priority, just send it in as a super thanks or a super chat. Otherwise, you can just send in questions and whatnot. I might have a actual student that's actually not a student. I might have a YouTube member that might join us in a bit, who can just, because he's a member, he's got priority. So he might join us. I don't know if he will. But yeah, thank you for the likes. Make sure that we've always got over 50% likes. So right now we've got 7 of you watching. Hello to you all. Let me know where you're from. Hello to Tony or Tommy? Tommy, hey Tommy, and it's Louis, but it doesn't matter. It's not Louis, but it's Louis, doesn't matter anyway. We all get each other's names wrong and the pronunciation, so sorry if I said your name wrong, but let me know where you're all from. Let's get into this update right now on Bitcoin. We'll just start briefly on Bitcoin. You've probably watched the video. If not, make sure you do so. Leave a like and a comment on that video to help us with the algorithm, to make us grow the channel. And anyway, so here we're still holding the 618. We do want to see a close below this if we're going to roll over. So anything above this, I'm not going to take as, we're going to dump yet, but we're coiling up for the dump. Hopefully we can form some sort of double bottom here. This is our last hope before, of course, if we lose this though, we're going down to the 1618 basically, around 15.5k. So yeah, let's get the likes up. Let's get to 5 likes. We only need 1 more like to get to 5 likes. There's 10 of you, so we could definitely do so. Let's get to 5 or a bit more. So yeah, after meeting this 1618, and that's only if we're closing below this, which means you're losing this golden pocket over here. So yeah, we want to see how this daily candle is going to close. If we're closing below that, yeah, we're going to come for this. And if we're closing below this, we're coming for this level, 17.5k, 17.6k. And then after doing so, we're going to head down to the 1618 down here, around 15.5k. So we just get rid of that. After doing so, you're most likely going to have a bounce. And this bounce must get back above this wick over here, this low. You must reclaim it like this and hold it as support if you want to start heading up. Because once you lose this, you basically confirm the downtrend, right? So yeah, you basically confirm the downtrend because you're putting in the lower low. So most likely what's going to happen next is that lower high. So you're going to confirm this as resistance, and then you're going to head lower potentially if you cannot reclaim it. It's all about reclaiming it and then forming this higher low, okay? Because this would be your low, this would be a higher low if you can reclaim this. Otherwise, if you put that lower high, then we're going to go lower than this low, lower low. And that those 2 targets would be your next targets for Bitcoin. So that's pretty much the Bitcoin update. Just take pictures of these levels, or just put your fibs on from here to here. Make sure actually that your log scale, first of all, that you're using the log scale down here. And then second, select your fib settings and turn on fibs levels based on log scale if you're using the log scale as well. So I'll show you why in a second. So if I turn them off, right there, you can see the levels have shifted. So the 618 is now at 19. So the 618 is now at 19. Let me just do something, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so the 618 is here, 19,200, and then if we turn them back on, yeah, it's gone down $100. So not much difference with the, obviously, using them on a small fibs, but if we change the bigger ones over here, so look at the level, 22,500. Yeah, that's dramatically changed. I don't even know where that went. Okay. Yeah, so where did it go? It went to 17,000, whereas with the log scale, it's at 22,000. So there you go. It's much better using the log scale. If you're the log scale based on fibs, if you're using the log scale. Thank you for 13 of you watching. Let me know what chart you want to look at out of Hbar, Quant, ELROND, Bepro. Let me know out of those. Let me check the chat. Hey Louis, LA, nice to see you from LA, Michael. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you're here from before, but make sure you've subscribed and and make sure to check out the other videos today. Nice to see. Oh, you're from Canada as well. No worries. Hey, what's your price prediction for Quant? Yeah, we'll look at Quant, Hbar. Yeah, cool. I don't like XLM just simply because it's a copy of XRP. The reason XRP has a lawsuit in the first place is because of the guy who created XLM, who was a co-founder of XRP. So you guys know I'm not a fundamentals guy. I'm completely TA based, technical analysis. Because the saying is, show me the chart, I'll show you the news. There could be something in the news where you'd expect a bullish bounce, it could make it bearish. So you might as well just, look at the charts because the news is BS anyway. But yeah, let's get the video to about 10 likes. There's 15 of you, we can do so. So thank you for over 50% likes. That's really appreciated. And yeah, the reason why XRP has the court case is because of the co-founder of XLM. That's right, the founder of XLM. And I think he has 74 million XRP left. So once he's finished selling, I think that's like 20 million pounds or dollars or something like that. So once he's finished selling, or it could even be more, I don't know, to be honest. But anyway, once he's finished selling, then yeah, I think the suppression would stop, the court case would sort out. But yeah, he is basically the reason why the court case happened in the first place, the bloody snake. But anyway, forget XLM, get into XRP. It's going to explode better. And XLM is just a copycat. But anyway, let's go to, what was it? Quant first. Over here. Quant's doing amazing. I'm actually going to bring you over to the Quant BTC over here. Yeah, so we've actually had an alt season. I've explained it in today's video. It doesn't mean we're in a bull market, but at the moment you can see Quant is actually going up in terms of Bitcoin's price. All this basically means is that Bitcoin's just been doing nothing while Quant's just had its going up, or Bitcoin's going down while Quant is holding up. That's all it means basically. Quant is either going up in comparison to Bitcoin, or Quant is staying more stable in comparison to Bitcoin at the moment. That's all alt season means in terms of this bear market. But yeah, it's basically, in other words, right now, according to this, and since at least the 13th of June, it's been better to be in Quant than in Bitcoin. So if you were to now sell into Bitcoin, you would have profited. If you sold Bitcoin to buy Quant on the 13th of June, then you would have made gains. If you just sold all that Quant now back into Bitcoin, you'd make a gain of, well, from here, 58% basically, which is ridiculous. So if we're moving over to the actual Quant chart, I'll bring me back down here. Yeah. Oh, is this Quant? Yeah. Okay, so this is the level. Remember, I deleted the whole chart. So sorry, but I had to. It was ridiculous. But 150 is the main level. This is the level that I was getting trolled about. Basically saying as long as we're below this, we're going to 70. Once we hit 70, we went down to 50. So let's just zoom into what's going on now. So because of that altcoin season, you saw, as we were saying in the last few days, maybe 3 days ago or so, earlier on in the week, we were saying that once we come into this $50 zone, because it's also the 618, we're going to get a reaction at first. And you can see, if just from $50, you can see we went up as high as 19%. So if anyone took a short-term trade, that's amazing. But of course, we're getting rejected because with anything, just like the first time we tapped the 618 and the psychological level, we had a reaction. So the same thing's going to happen up here. We're going to have a reaction. So Quant is and had been holding about 50, yeah? We're talking about 50 now. Oh no, I don't know if you mean you hold 50 coins or 50 for one coin. But anyway, one coin, I'm not worried about losing significant loads of money. Okay. I don't know what you meant, but okay. Anyways, well, yeah, so we're just getting a reaction from the EMAs, the 12 and the 20. And this is the continuation EMA. So as long as we're below this, we should expect further dumps. But at any moment, as you can see over here, we got this reaction that unfortunately failed. So let's see if we can build up some more steam to try and do that again. As long as you're holding this support, that's what you're going to try and do. But at the same time, the fact that you rejected this, it means that we're going to try and lose this low right now. That's what it's meaning. So let's see what happens with Quant with that. Of course, if you're losing the 618, you do have some support at the 786. You can actually go as deep as this before you start invalidating this. Basically, you can do that, and you can actually come as deep as the 786 before doing so. But again, if you come to the 786, flip the 618 into resistance and lose that low there that you created at the 786, you're going to come to the 1 fib level, and you've basically created this reversal wave coming all the way back down to the 1618 at $29. That would be the target. After doing so, you can see you'd be in a downtrend. You would have lost this low. So any pump usually would result in a further dump afterwards, especially if you're failing to reclaim $40. After coming down to 30, if you fail to reclaim 40, you're coming down to 20. And remember, the whales are going to come for $14.50. So unfortunately, but yeah, that's because that's the invalidation point. So that's how the market works, really. It wants to make you, it could be that we go under 14, and then as soon as that happens, everyone starts selling because they know that that's the invalidation point of the bull run, and then maybe they actually, maybe it actually just flips around while everyone's sold. So hi Martin, hi Michael again, hey Cody Whitey, or COD, Call of Duty or COD Whitey. We'll look at Hbar right now. Let me have a sip of water. Oh, Bitcoin bottle. Yeah, I thought I'd just come on for a bit, but I'm gonna probably stop in the next 25 minutes or so. I've probably got to sort dinner out about 6. But yeah, thank you for the likes at the moment. We'll go into Hbar right now. Thank you for joining the stream and taking the time out of your day. Where the hell is Hbar? Let's try to get to 14 likes on the stream. Help the algorithm. But yeah, any charts that you want to request, put them in the chat. Oh. So yeah, we'll zoom out for Hbar. There's this big box that we're in. I believe it's because of this resistance. To be honest, I'm gonna get rid of this big box. We don't need it that big. Well, the main area to focus on is this swing high over here. So on the monthly time frame, if I turn off all the drawings, you can see that this was where we started this Elliott wave theory, right? So we had this wave 1 all the way up to here, and the wave 2 pullback. You did actually come as deep as this, to be honest. So wave 1, wave 2, but you did consolidate the bodies. You just needed the bodies to try and fill in the wick. It failed to do so, and then you went up, continued. This is wave 3, your longest wave usually. So then this is your wave 4, and we're just missing this wave 5. So the invalidation point of this final 5th wave would be if we close below 4.3 cent. I don't really know how to say that. So 0.043 cent, but I prefer to say 4.3 cent if you understand what I mean. Because this I don't like saying zeros. But so we can't really close below that. So that's why I've taken out that massive green box. So we have this exact point, and you can see we have met this 1618 target. Let me make these numbers bigger. I'll just get rid of this fib for now. So we'll make this 16. There we go. That's much clearer. So the 1618 down at 5.4 cent. Always, as always, Bepro. Yeah, we'll take a look at Bepro, Kel. So thank you for tuning in, and make sure to like it as well, Kel. But so the 16. Let me just move this across. Bloody annoying. So the 1618, that's what we're going to come and do now. You can see we closed the monthly below the 1414 yesterday, so that means we're basically going to come and fill this in. We're basically stuck in between the 1618 and the 1414. So for this monthly candle, even if we do come back to this green wick over here, could actually be that this dump that we're about to have could be a fake dump. And this could really be the like towards the bottom. When I mean towards the bottom, I mean that we can try and test these lows, as in try and break below, probably go lower, but we need to close back above, obviously, that low and this. So you can go lower, but you need to close above this and the 1618 really if you want to continue up, okay? I hope you understand that you can actually afford to go below with the wick, but you just need to close above it. Perfect. So if I zoom into the daily now for Hbar. Thank you for the 15 likes. We got there in the end. Next push will be 20 likes. Let's see if we can get that. I'll move on to Bepro very soon. Just going to do some daily analysis for you guys on Hbar quickly. Everything's the same, guys. You need to realize that. Fibs from the low to the top. Here you lost the 618, so Hbar I forgot what the others were doing, to be honest. They lost to 618. But here, again, this is the deepest you can go before we start to invalidate this massive push up. So we really need to reclaim the 618 now, this wick over here. So that would be the price of 0.065 cent. That's what we need to reclaim, or basically just the 618 over here. Get above that, confirm its support, but you can see you got the EMAs over you, so they're resistant. So even if you do come up, it's highly likely going to get rejected. So either way, guys, because you've lost the 618, most of the time you're going to create the reversal wave to the 1. But this is like your last hope. You did have some hope over here with this candle, bullish, but I guess because we're in a downtrend, the bullish candles are not going to work, or either work in the short term. So that's probably why we saw at least a little impulse, but it wasn't enough because we lost this low. So if we're just looking in this area from here, you can see you already put that lower low, lower high. This lower high is lower than this high, and that's lower than that. So yeah, you can see already in just this area you started creating a downtrend, but looking in this entire area you're still above this, so you haven't really lost that. As soon as you're closing below that, then yeah, you're definitely creating the reversal wave, your next target down here. And remember, we can't close below this on the monthly time frame, this area. What is it? 4.0, there you go, 0.045. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that so far. Thank you for getting us to 17 likes. Let's push for 3 more likes. Again, if you're new to the channel, and probably 50% of you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Let's get to 3K as soon as possible. Thank you guys. So let's now move on to Bepro. And again, any charts, if it's not even a chart that I do, you can send them in. If you want to send in a super thanks or a super chat, you can do so and request a chart, or just say a thank you to the channel. But yeah, let's move on. Actually, yeah, we'll go to Bepro and then ELROND afterwards. Sorry, we'll do it for Cal. Let me zoom out and look at the monthly first. So the monthly, see, you close below the 1414 basically means you're going to come to the 1618. I really don't know why I have this red line. Unfortunately, I don't know, so I'm just going to have to get rid of it. Let me know in the chat as well, is the KuCoin Bepro chart the chart with the most data? Do we have anything before 2020 on any other Bepro charts? Otherwise, I'll just continue with this. But yeah, obviously losing this low, I was already warning you guys, even back up here, if we're losing this, you're coming down to here. And already up here back in December, around, don't know how you say that number, 0.0065. I was telling you guys, if we do lose this, really take a, I don't remember my exact words, but I was like, really think, yeah, I said, really think about your position in Bepro, and then we came back down to this low, and then obviously I'm going to say as predicted. A lot of people don't like me saying as predicted, but what else can I say, guys? Let me know in the comments, what can I say instead of as predicted? Because when I see people saying it, I get, yeah, of course I get peed off as well, but it's a prediction and it played out, so what else can I actually say other than as predicted? Let me know in the live chat. Let me check what it's saying. Cool. But yeah, as expected. That sounds horrid, mate. As expected. Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll just have to type in some synonyms or something on Google later. But yeah, for Bepro, we're closing below the 1414, so we're going to head to the 1618 on the monthly time frame. Really and truly, you shouldn't have closed below that for Bepro. But again, it's an altcoin and it's a really it's a micro cap, so it's just determined on Bitcoin. Basically, the alts, they're going to do what the hell they want, but it's Bitcoin that can't afford to lose this high over here. It's about 10k, so you can't really be closing below 10.8k, which is awful that we're even saying that, because that means that there's potential for a 50% dip or just under that, and that's for Bitcoin. So the alts, we could expect 50% plus, and that's absolutely nasty. So in the chat, I'm basically telling people that if we have to sell again, I'm going to. I don't care. I'm protecting capital, because yeah, this is some F off downtrend without any pumps, guys. This is ridiculous. That's the only thing it gave us. You know how shit that is? I don't even know if I'm allowed to swear. It doesn't matter in a stream. Anyway, I'll do it. But 44% pump. No, you're expecting 50 plus. You're expecting 61 plus. Maybe even over that, because you want it to come up to these fib levels. Let's get rid of these fib levels. So from the high to the low, This is what a dead cat bounce is. It did actually hit the 0.50, so that's fair enough. But actually, percentage-wise, it didn't go up more than 44% or something. And you meant to come up 50 plus, 50 to 61 plus. But hey-ho. And then, of course, now that you lost this low, we have to say this is a downtrend on the monthly, unfortunately. And we're basically coming for this high. The whales are going to try and invalidate this further bull market target. For the moment, I'll give you the bull market target. I think I've given you a million times already. 160k. As this is the low at the moment, it's 160k. The lower you go, the better it is, actually. Let's get to 20 likes. So come on, let's get to 20 likes. 2 more. As expected, as speculated. Oh gosh, guys, come on. These are horrible. It's better to be as expected than a move. Yeah, okay. Fuck's sake, I'm not going to use them. I might as well just not say anything. But anyway, yeah, that's what it wants to do. It wants to come, the whales are going to want to come and invalidate everything. Invalidate that 160. And how do you do that? You need to lose the wave 1. So that's where it began right here, wave 1. So this is your wave 1 high. This is the wick. Don't care about the wick. You could draw the line to the wick, but yeah, I'm more focused on where it actually closed. And you can see you had some very nice support over here. I got very lucky that I got in as we were climbing right there on this support over here as we were coming up in that month of July 2020. That's where I went all into Bitcoin. So I'm really lucky that in terms of that money that I first invested, that's in profit. But guys, I've invested more money up here than I did down here, because again, when I started, I had nothing, and obviously I started building up. I started obviously teaching people as well, so all of that money I started investing here. Even before crypto, I was into Forex, so I actually moved over all my Forex and stock money in May over here. I got very lucky that I sold all my stocks, crypto mining stocks. I got into this marathon. I got into a marathon at $5, and then honestly, so this monthly, I got into marathon at $5. I started buying around here as well, so my average price was about 10. This is a stock. I'm not in the stocks anymore. Yeah, you can exactly see why it's back at $5. But yeah, 2 years ago or so, I got into Mara at around 5. My average price was again then 10, but then it flew all the way up as high as 90. I wasn't in it till 90. I was in it until around here, March, April, May. Before the May dump, I started selling as it was coming down. It reached about $60, and this is when I was like, okay. It came back down to around 40 or so. I was like, okay, let me get out. Bitcoin had then bottomed out. If we go back to Bitcoin then bottomed out. I invested. So I basically made 12k from 2k in that trade on Marathon. I knew about Riot as well. I wasn't really interested. There was another one. Oh, I forgot what it was called. Oh, is it English? It's not Algo. Oh, no, that's a crypto. I forgot the company's name. It was a much smaller one, and it was British. But anyway, and that one actually made me money as well as Mara. But yeah, I put 2k in November, and by March, April, May, it was about 12,000. It peaked at 20,000, so a 10x on my stock account. But you guys must be thinking, how the did he make 10x on a stock account? Well, it was only because it was a crypto mining stock. It was moving with Bitcoin, basically. So as they're mining companies, they're going to be holding crypto on their balance sheet. So as crypto is going up in value, because they hold it as their miners, their company's value is going to go up as well. So it was literally just following the Bitcoin chart, their company. Because yeah, a lot of they're just holding cryptos and mining it and making profit as well. So I remember at points though, they were selling shares or something like that. To invest into new miners and stuff like that. So it was cool, obviously, in a bull run. And of course, if you were to actually find the bottom for it, it's going to explode. As you just saw, I was in it from $5. It went up as high as $90, which is absolutely immense, guys. So yeah, take a look at that. But again, I'm not really into stocks. As you saw, it went all the way back down to where it was. And yeah, as you know, if Bitcoin's going to continue down, that's going to do so as well. The reason why I'm not in stocks is because outside of those crypto mining stocks, I did also try, electric vehicles, not even just Tesla. I forgot the name as well, CCIV or Churchill or whatever. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, they all went up like minus 50%. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to be in stocks anymore. All the money's in crypto. So all that money that I sold from that 12k in the stock account, I put it all down here. And then I also had Forex that I was building from like early on 2019 from like down here. This is where I started trading Forex. probably invested a few £100 down here in crypto. That went up, doubled, and then obviously got absolutely rinsed. I was here, and this honestly is the same thing as this. This is just more drawn out. It's so annoying that it is more drawn out, but again, I've identified the exact patterns. It's all the same. The only difference here is that you didn't wick out very fast, but again, could it be that this month we come up and push price back up, and then maybe on the higher monthly time, the 2 month shut. What about the 4 month? Yeah, maybe you can see there's 2 months left on this, so you could actually be closing back above 27k in the next 2 months, for example. But yeah, you need to accumulate, you need to go sideways and start building up. Let's get 2 more likes as on the stream. Sorry, I was about to say video, but it's a stream. So yeah, we're almost at 20 likes. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Yeah, thank you guys, because without you, I wouldn't even be doing this today. I just found some extra time in my day, and I'll need to go soon, so we'll end it off. Yeah, we're just going back to the monthly and explaining this, and then going to ELROND quickly, and Bepro, finishing off with Bepro with the downward targets. But yeah, invested all that money down here, and of course, and when I mean I invested down here, I'm not investing in Bitcoin, guys. I'm investing in my alts. So as Bitcoin did 140%, you can imagine alts were doing more. So we'll just take a look at Solana, for example. I don't know what it was doing then. Oh. Where did Solana stop? Yeah, you can see, look, when we bottomed out, look how crazy Solana went, guys. And look, that was the chat, not just my entry, that wasn't even mine, that's the chat's entry. My entry for Solana was down at like, I first saw Solana at like $6. I don't think I invested there, but I remember Solana at $6 on crypto.com when it first got listed. I'm not in Zilliqa. I've had mates that have been in it before, but yeah, nothing. You know, if it's for you, if you like when you read about it, if you liked it, that's fine. That all cryptos are going to go up eventually, as long as they're not scams. They're all going to go up. You just need a bull market. You don't need to be a genius. It's the bear market, so you need to know what you're doing. Lose a low, sell. You know what I mean? Because you're in a downtrend now. That's what I did. I had the balls to do so in January. You know, even though it wasn't at 69k that I did sell. I sold at what, 37k? Yes, it was almost 50% down from the high in terms of Bitcoin's price. Would have been way more in terms of the actual alts that I was in. But again, if I did not sell, Bitcoin went down a further 50%. So if I didn't sell 50%, imagine the alts. They probably went down a further 60 plus 70 or whatever if Bitcoin went down 50% after I sold. So I have invested again, as I said, since 25k, back down here as well, have been investing. But again, if we're losing these lows and we're 100% going down, I don't care, I'll sell again to buy back in lower. I'm not going to sell absolutely everything, but I'm going to take some chips off the table. I've always allocated an amount. I've always allocated an amount that I'll never sell, which is about 30% of my total holdings. I will never ever sell about that much. So, hello. So when I sold 50% of my account, how do I do this? Yeah. So when I sold 50% of my account, the 50% that was left in there, basically I was only willing to sell 20% of what was in there, if you get what I mean. So allocated of my account is 50, well, I sold 50%, yeah. 30% of the 100%, never touching ever again. I've got ETH that I'm never going to touch. I hate ETH, but because it's the most uncrypto crypto of the fees. Dan Smith, this message was held for review. What? Show it. Yes. I guess they think it's spam. Dot's still going to be around in a few years, right? Yeah, Polkadot. I remember Polkadot at like $3 or something like that. I got in early as well. But yeah, Solana I got in at around 13, 16. That chat got in at around 24, which is ridiculous because we're back down there. I might have to pick up some Solana. I don't have any at the moment. But I think, yeah, you're more than likely going to test these lows, guys. So I'm not going to buy anything at the moment. You're more than likely going to even try and come down to $20. Yeah, makes sense. Completely makes sense. So if we were to lose that, you can see already from here, could be going down 34%. And that'll be the same for all the cryptos. So keep that in mind. That's why I haven't gone all in. Slowly buying. But yeah, that was an amazing journey over here. Because I invested all that stock and Forex money. But then, of course, unfortunately, what happened in the end, everyone's anticipating this to hold. But I was like, I'm not sure. It really should have held, to be honest, guys. It really should have held. But I wasn't even taking the chance. I knew up here, If we are closing below this, it's KO. In my eyes, it's KO. Because we were doing it over here, I called this M pattern, and when we lost this low, it cascaded down, and I did not sell because, of course, I thought it was going to be a dip to continue. We all did, because this was a higher high. We thought we are just going to create a higher low that's going to be higher than this low, 39k, which we thought this was going to be the base, because we had a wick, just fill in the wick, come back up. But yeah, unfortunately, as soon as you lost that, I was like, no, KO, we're not going up there anytime soon. Let me get out of this market. Then we started going up. I bet people were trolling me because we were going up. I remember Quant very well. The amount of people trolling me when I said we were up at 150. The amount of people, now we're going to 200 plus. And I was like, no, 70. Because too many people are emotional. You know, they're too attached to this target. That's never going to come. It will come in the future, but we just don't know when. Spurs for the Prem. Oh, gosh. Dan, no chance. I wish. It's very exciting because I've never seen Tottenham like this. Let's get one more like on the stream, lads and lasses, if there are any. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Tottenham's saying. This is not a Tottenham stream. I was watching a Tottenham stream over here. Just before I was recording. So as soon as I finish, I'm going to cook and watch that as well. But yeah, thank you guys for joining the stream. 21 of you. I think that's actually the most amount. 22. That's the most amount we've had on the channel at one point on the live stream. So thank you guys so much for that. Let's push for 20 likes. One more before we go. Okay, just before we move on, the reason why I sold again is because as soon as you put a low below this on the weekly time frame, let's go to the weekly and zoom in. As soon as you went, where is it? Here we go. The bear market line. So as soon as we closed this red candle, instantly sold. As it was coming down, instantly sold. And we went up, and the alts were pumping up so fast. I remember XRP, especially in this this push over here, it's going up too fast. And I remember saying, coming back down, definitely to this double bottom. There was a double bottom there, basically here. One bottom, second bottom, and we came back down to it. I remember we were trading this area like a boss. So when we're in consolidation periods, it's going to be easier to trade. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of manipulation, so don't expect these big swings. It's going to be more scalping right now. And again, I'm a swing trader, so I really don't like scalping, but that's what we had to do. We had to change with the times. And we were doing really well in terms of trades over here. We were going 5 for 5 in since February all the way until the end of April. We were 5 for 5, like trading this down as well. But then unfortunately in around this trading area, just getting stop loss, and this trading area as well. We weren't trading in it for a long time. There weren't big moves, just loads of tiny fake outs. Fake pumps coming back in, breakouts, break back in. And not giving these opportunities and until you broke this low, of course. Oh, I don't know what my stream is saying. What the fuck? Your thing is not strong. YouTube's not receiving enough video. Oh, I'm sorry if it's lagging, guys. We're going to have to end it there if it's lagging. I'm so sorry. I don't want you guys to have a bad experience. But thank you so much. We managed to reach 20 likes. And anyway, it's the time for me to go. So I will make a video on Bepro and ELROND because I didn't manage to actually go over them today. So I'm sorry if you came on specifically for those. We did go a bit over Bepro. Make sure again you've subscribed. I'm guessing over half of you aren't subscribed. So again, we're pushing for 3k. It'd mean the world to me if we could get to 3k as quick as possible. We'll just answer some final questions. So put in some questions down below before we go. And Andrew saying hi. When you say if we lose resistance, we'll go down. But if you look at the quant, we have lost it but went back up. Why is that so? When you say if we lose it, we'll go down. Is it because Bitcoin gets a pump? Exactly, Andrew. You answered it yourself. You already knew, but you weren't sure. You're exactly right. So basically, TA is valid to a certain point, right? You could have 2 days, and we've shown this exactly over here on Quant, on Bitcoin the other day. So over here, we had 2 red candles showing weakness, right? Everyone was expecting us to go to the 20 EMA. So people were expecting a pump to the 20 EMA. I remember seeing this on Twitter, with people that I follow. And so what I was saying in the video, obviously I filmed the video, then I went on Twitter and saw the people saying we're coming to the 20 EMA. I have the 12 EMA. I just use it because I know that sometimes you don't come all the way to the 20. That's why I use the 12. Some people use the 9, the 10. I use the 12. I prefer that. But go on the higher time frames, you'll see why, like the weekly, the monthly for Bitcoin. But yeah, we had these two weakness candles or two shooting stars over here, and this was a massive green candle, Andrew. Massive green candle at the time, and everyone was saying this is going to engulf it. At the time, you can see we were up here, so the body, we opened this candle here and we were up here, so the body of that current candle was eating this previous one, so an engulfing. So people were saying, yeah, we are going to come to the 20 EMA, which at that time was sitting at 22k. So people were saying we are going to come back to this high. But I wasn't stupid. I know that we didn't close above this high, so you're not making a higher high. You hit the EMA, so you're coming down. That's weakness in itself, holding the EMA's resistance. That means we should get a reaction. So we got the reaction. The second day we come back into it, just missed it, but you can see completely rejected. Another shooting star. Then of course, just because at that moment it looked green, everyone's still probably thinking, let's buy it, we're going up here. But at any moment things can change, and like with a flick of a switch, the next day we come back, it was a massive red candle, when during the video and during the day it was all green. When we went to bed, it was red. So when we went to bed, it was red. So yeah, there you go, Andrew. It doesn't matter if you pump below a support. Look at it, look at this. So you were below, right? So that means we should continue down. But because we closed back above the 050 and this wick, that means we should go up. We're trading within this range. But then we went up and down. You see what I mean? And we've still got 6 hours left, so we'd have to wait for the daily close. But do you see what I mean? Even though this was a bullish sign, you did go up first, but then you hit this EMA, so we got a reaction. That reaction was complete sells. So yeah, at any moment, there you go. Dan Smith knows. He's been trading quant for a long time. He's telling you, Andrew, it's all market manipulation. It's because we're in a bear market. So that's the exact reason you're going to see things breaking out and then breaking back in. Bullish patterns failing. Bearish patterns, mate, are sometimes not working and then working. So that's just, yeah, what's going to happen in a bull market. But when we're back in a bear market, sorry. But when we're back in a bull market, 99.9% of the time, you're going to see a W pattern. It's going to work. You're going to see a head and shoulders. It's going to work. Inverted head and shoulders, sorry. Or yeah, or W, yeah. All the bullish patterns. Bullish flag, whatever you want to call it. Ascending triangle. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the stream. It is 6 now, so I have to go and cook before Abby gets home. But yeah, I'm going to chef up some roast. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Thank you for 23 likes, and I hope that we did get some subscribers today. It's nice to see some you guys in the chat, and yeah, of course, engaging with the channel. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.